Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Welcome back. Hopefully, I can edit that in to the channel, guys. Special video today. What I got cooked up for y'all. Uh, top five best friendships, and friendships, in fantasy and sci-fi. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. No intro. All right, let's go ahead and jump into number five. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on here because we're all looking for it. We're gonna go with Frodo and Sam from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Of course, there's another candidate from this beloved series that could be here. You could put Legolas and Gimli. They have a pretty tight friendship, but I put Frodo and Sam here specifically because if if you aren't receiving gay allegations, then you're not true friends. Right, but like seriously, when I was younger, I was having a conversation with my mother, and she told me, she said, "Young bookman, you know the mark of a true friendship?" And of course, I was like, "What is it, mother?" She told me that a true friend, if you were to call them at 3 a.m., middle of the night with a flat tire, they would up, leave whatever, their sleep, come help you put on a new tire, help you fix that flat tire, okay? And I'd like to equate this analogy to the relationship of Frodo and Sam, right? Because I'm gonna be honest, if one of the homies came up to me, right, and he said, "Listen, man, I got this ring from my uncle, and I have to go to the pit of hell to get rid of it, or like the whole world is doomed." I wouldn't be going with him. I would say, "I'm sorry, man. Like you're just gonna have to take someone else in unless it was the group leader, of course. If the group leader asked me, I would give up everything to go with him. So maybe you could argue that Frodo is the group leader, but you know, seriously, uh, this relationship between Frodo and Sam, this friendship, there's a reason why it's on every list, why it's often uh a source used for great, not just fantasy, but like just literature in general, the greatest friendships. I mean, sort of like I was talking about earlier, the amount of crap that Sam is willing to go through for Frodo. We get some great scenes where, especially after the Shelob attack, Sam is like, carrying Frodo. He's holding Sting. He's trying to, get these guys to the Pit of Doom or whatever it's called, the Mount Mordor, and get rid of this ring. And so, why is it number five though, Bookman? I mean, you just said that this is like widely cited as one of the greatest friendships in literature. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think maybe it might be a little one-sided. You know what I'm saying? Frodo is sort of his master in a sense. Sam is his servant who like does his yard work and stuff. And I think Frodo is a good friend. Of course, he's very nice and polite to Sam, but does he share the same love that Sam does for him? I don't know. I think sometimes it might be a little bit of a one-way street. It's been a while since I've read Lord of the Rings, though. So if anyone could find like quotes from the books where that proved me wrong, like please put those in the comments so maybe I can rescind what I have said. But yeah, number five, Frodo and Sam for sure. All right, number four on the list. I'm a Wheel Time guy, Wheel Time channel. Had to put Wheel Time on here. We're going with Elaine and Avienda. Okay. Now, it is hard for me to speak from the female perspective, of course, but me personally, if I had to be friends with a dude and he also was in love with my wife, I personally don't know if I could do it. I think I would be uh, too petty, not I don't know, maybe not emotionally mature or intelligent enough. Like I would just hate this guy. And the fact that they have such a great friendship, it's just a testament to, their relationship with one another. I mean, it's not just that. I mean, we get moments. I'm trying to think before the Bowl of the Winds, before they activate it, we have a really good moment with Elaine and Avienda showing their friendship. I mean, they go through the ale sister uh ritual together, um, which that was a really good moment. I really do think this is one of the best friendships of the Wheel of Time. I I mean, you have Bran, Matt, and Perrin, but like I mean, are they even really friends? I mean, Rand sees Perrin for the first time in like what, a year or two, and he's like, "What's up, man? Like, I miss you, bro." But there's this like crazy guy who is like in love with me. He's a prophet, and I need you to get rid of him for me. Like, imagine if you pulled up to the Friendsgiving, you see your friend, you haven't seen him, you haven't seen her in like a year, and you come up to them and they're like, "Hey, like how you doing?" Like, "Yeah, like okay, I need you to go kill somebody for me, though, actually." And they're like across the country. Like, bro, I have a wife and kids now. I'm working on a TSP. I don't have time to do this, bro. So Ren really isn't maybe the best friend to them. And Perrin and Matt don't even interact that much. They're on two different arcs right now. So none of them really. Um, I mean, Min, you can throw Min into the Elaine and Avienda relationship. You can also just throw Birgit or Birgetti, however you say it. The one from the Age of Legend or whatever. But I really think the best friendship here is Elaine and Avienda because despite what they're faced against, they're never split. They always come together, and we see that a lot in these books. So number four, Will Time, Elaine, and Avienda. All right, for number three, I've never read these books. I have read a Michael J. Sullivan book, and I had the honor of participating in one of his classes that he did at a convention, which was super awesome. And he signed one of my books with Royce and Hadrian in it. So maybe this will motivate me to move that up my TBR and read it. But yeah, we're just gonna go with Royce and Hadrian number three. I mean, any fantasy friendship list you look on YouTube or online, anywhere in this manosphere, whatever, not manosphere, they're always on the list. All right, they're number three. Let's move on. All right, for number two, and as a dude, bro, this one hits home. Okay. We all have a Severo in our life. Okay. Number two is from the Red Rising. And I'm not sure how the relationship develops in the sequel novels. So Iron Gold, Lightbringer, the other ones. I haven't read those. But in the original trilogy, Red Rising, Golden Sun, Morningstar, Darrow and Severo, top friendship. And let's look at this. My favorite moment with these two characters, and one of my favorite moments in the whole series, is they're sitting down in this locker room. I think they just had the Howler initiation thing or whatever. I think they just got Darrow back from being imprisoned, and this is big for Darrow. He comes forward to Severo. He's like, "Listen, man, like I'm a red." And guess what? Severo didn't even give a shit, man. Now that's a real friend. Now Severo's kind of a what do they call them, pixie, because his mother was a red. But he's like, man, I actually knew already, I think. And we're still tight. That's a real friendship. Someone that you can go to, and despite your upbringing, despite maybe your views where you come from, they're still accepting of you and will always be by your side. Because let's be honest, Severo is always by Devereaux's side, man. I mean, Severo would literally lose an arm and a leg for this guy. I mean, that is a real friendship. And here's the thing. Here's the difference between maybe the Frodo and Sam one. Uh, Darrow would do the same for Severo, man. They're just thick as thieves. It's a great friendship. Number two. Let's move on to number one. And for this top spot, I'm throwing a curveball. My Shohei Ohtani impression. Number one is Gimli I, or A, and Estraven from Ursula K. Le Guin's The Left Hand of Darkness. Like any true friendship, it starts off complicated, right? There's layers to it. They go back and forth. They have their issues with each other, but it's by the end of the novel that Gimli comes to realize, or Jinli, I don't know how to pronounce it, comes to realize that he had these issues because he did not fully understand things from Estraven's perspective. And great friendship to me is great understanding. Gimli I is an envoy from the Earth Terra Federation. He's grown up in a society and a culture that is defined by gender, right? Gender roles, gender politics, gender whatever. And he comes to this world where that doesn't even exist. There is no gender. And so he has to, through the conclusion, the arc of this novel, he comes to realize, he comes to maybe not fully understand, but come to terms with who Estraven is and learn to develop this great friendship with each other. I mean, they can't they campaign, they travel through this wintry frontier together. I mean, Estraven literally breaks this man out of prison, breaks him out of prison. Now that's a real friend. And here's the thing, Gimli would do it for him by the end. And so this is a two-way street friendship. And yeah, just touching on what I said, to be able to look at someone who's so alien to you and still be able to appreciate them, try to understand them, and be willing to put your life on the line for them. Perfect friendship. So that will round up the list, guys. My number one spot, of course, from the mastermind of Ursula K. Le Guin is Gimli Eye and Estraven from the Left Hand of Darkness. Thank you all for watching. Shorter video this week. Next week, maybe I'll have a book review up. We'll see. Maybe I'll finish Knife of Dreams, like I said. Maybe I'll read Empire of Silence and finish that. We'll see. All right. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next video.